Hi everyone, it's Chloe here at Picture News. I hope you've all had an amazing summer holidays and that you're settling nicely back into school. And if it's your first week back, welcome back. I'm here with this week's virtual Picture News. So let's get started and take a look at this week's picture. Have a think to yourself about the following questions. What can you see? Is there anything that you like or dislike? What questions do you have? See if you can use the clues in the picture and some of the questions you've asked to make a prediction as to what could be happening in the news this week. You might like to pause here to share ideas with the people around you. Let's look at this week's story. Over the summer, many protests took place in England and Northern Ireland. Some of those became violent, turning into riots that caused a great deal of damage to cars and buildings. It is thought that a lot of the protesters involved were encouraged by misinformation spread online. Following the protests, communities in many towns, including Middlesbrough, organised clean-up efforts which united people from all faiths and races. How does this week's story make you feel? Think about how this week's story makes you feel. Perhaps you're concerned or worried for people whose property was damaged, or you might feel moved that people came together to tidy up. If you are moved by something, it means that you feel grateful or thankful for something. Let's look at this week's big question. How can communities help each other in times of difficulty? Thinking about your local community, can you think of a difficult time when people have supported each other? What other types of community are you part of? Can you list or recall times your school community has made a positive difference? Thinking about the communities you are part of, is everyone in those communities the same? We are all different in lots of ways. How can these differences unite us? Let's find out more about the clean-up efforts in Middlesbrough following the protests. Hundreds of residents and community leaders took to the streets in Middlesbrough for a huge clean-up operation following the riots in August. It started with dozens of people arriving at the well-known Middlesbrough cenotaph with brushes and shovels to clean up the mess caused by damage to buildings in the town. A comment posted on Twitter about the clean-up event in Middlesbrough read, "Heroes don't always wear capes. They show love to others and know how to use a brush and a bin bag." Child psychologist Dr. Jai Shri Adyaru says, "Seeing people from different backgrounds, different ages, different colours and different walks of life coming together is exactly what being in this country is all about. We also know that volunteering and doing things in your community is really good for your mental health." Take one last look at this week's picture and big question and share any other thoughts. This week's fun fact. Did you know kindness is contagious? Studies have shown that when someone witnesses an act of kindness, they're a lot more likely to perform one themselves. Reflection. Communities allow us to be part of something bigger than ourselves. They provide a place where we can support and be supported by others around us. These could be at home, school, or in our neighbourhood. We always love to hear from you, so please do get in touch to share any of your fantastic thoughts, ideas or challenges. And I'll see you next time.